Hey, and welcome to Tax Talk with the Tax Queen. My name is Heather Ryan. I am also known as the Tax Queen.
In this video, I'm going to review paying quarterly estimated taxes. So this is literally just to walk you through the IRS website, IRS.giv, which is what you can see on the screen, and how you make a quarterly estimated payment online. So you're on IRS.gov. This is what it looks like. And we're going to click on this Make a Payment. So down here on the right-hand side. And then it takes you to IRS Pay Online. And you have two options: pay with direct pay, which is directly through your bank account, and pay via a credit card or some other form like PayPal. If you pay with your bank account, there is no extra costs or fees associated with that. If you pay with a digital wallet like PayPal or credit card, there is an extra fee. So I always recommend using directly from your bank account. So pay now with direct pay. And I realize that there are quite a few steps here, clicking through, but I promise you it's really not that difficult. So then we're going to click on Make a Payment. And when you get to this screen, make sure it says IRS Direct Pay, tax information. It should look like this when you're going to make a payment. You're going to select your reason. So typically, if you're paying your quarterly estimated tax, you're literally going to click on this estimated tax payment. Then this is applied to your 1040, so your personal tax return, and then you would select the year that you're paying for. So in this case, right now, we're in May of 2022, so the only option I have right now is to apply it towards 2022 for an estimated tax. So that would be the correct year. And then I would hit continue, and it's just going to confirm what we're doing. So we're making an estimated tax payment for our 1040 for tax year 2022. So that would be correct. And then it's going to ask you to verify your identity. And this is just to make sure that you're paying to direct, it's going to be applied to your social security number and your information so it doesn't go missing. So you would just pick a tax year that you're going to use for verification. You would pick your filing status, whatever that happens to be. And then you're going to enter your first name, your last name, your social security number, your date of birth, your address, and then you're going to click this I accept the Privacy Act to continue. The one thing I want to make sure that you understand is that the address that you enter needs to match the tax return exactly. So if you're looking up 2020, even though your address for current address 2021 is, might be different, make sure you're matching and entering in the address that would show on that tax return. And if you're unsure because it's a year or two ago and your address has changed because you've moved or whatever, that's fine. Just go and look at the tax return to confirm the exact address that you used. If you do not have an address, it will not match you correctly. But once you get past all that and you entered in all your personal data to verify your identity, your screen is going to look like this. So you're on your payment information screen. So you're going to enter the amount you want to pay, whatever that happens to be. You're going to confirm that amount. You're going to confirm the date, whatever today's date or whatever the day you want to pay. So let's say I want to pay May 18th. You're going to enter your bank account information, checking, savings, all that stuff. And I usually like to check this box. I would like to receive email confirmation because that way you know that you have electronic record. And here you would enter the email address that you want to receive it. So once you have entered your bank account information, you're going to get a disclosure authorization. You're just going to have to say agree. If you want to read that further in further detail, that's fine. And then you're just going to have this basically review and sign. So it's going to have all your details, including your bank information. You're going to electronically sign here and you're going to hit submit. It's that easy to make a quarterly estimated payment, and you can actually follow it along here. So steps 1 through 5 as you move along. But that's it. That's all it takes to make a quarterly estimated payment. If you have any other questions, feel free to leave a comment and I will hopefully get them answered.